Hello dear students, in this video we will discuss about the energy levels of rigid rotator. So in the last video we have studied that the spectra of rigid diatomic molecules. There we have derived one equation. So here also we will start with the diatomic molecules. So diatomic molecules, in the plane we have diatomic molecule. In the plane we have diatomic molecule which has the mass m1 and m2. At the center it has a center of gravity. We are naming it as a center of gravity, and this distance is r1 and the next distance is r2. The total length is called as a bond length and it is denoted as r0. So this one we have studied earlier also. So now we will start with the one equation that is from the quantum mechanics. That the equation is known as a Schrödinger equation. Schrödinger equation. Schrödinger equation. So why directly with the main equation means, so this equation how it comes you will study in the next level of your courses. Here we will start with the direct equation. So what is the Schrödinger equation? The Schrödinger equation is EJ equals to h square divided by 8 pi square I j of j plus 1. So this is known as a Schrödinger wave equation. Okay, so this is in terms of joules here. This is in terms of joules, where j values can be taken as j equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Okay. So in principal quantum number, the values, j values cannot start with or never start with a 0. It will always start with a 1. But whereas in rotational quantum number can be start with a 0. In principal quantum number, quantum number can never start with a 0. Okay, can never start with a 0. But whereas rotational quantum number starts with a 0. Okay, start with 0. So this is our Schrödinger equation. So here we have also, so what is the h here? H is a Planck's constant. H is a Planck's constant. What is I? I is a moment of inertia. I is a moment of inertia. Okay. So what was our reduced mass equation? The reduced mass equation was I equals to mu into R0 square. Isn't it? This was our reduced mass. So what was the mu? Mu was m1 into m2 divided by m1 plus m2. So now here the next thing is, this is in terms of joules. So here we have to convert this into centimeter inverse. So how to convert that? Converting this equation joules to centimeter inverse. So to convert that, we should have the energy, that is delta E. Energy that we are taking it as a delta E. Delta E equals to h into nu. Okay. Then again the speed of light. This term you might have also studied in the physics. So just for the conversion factor, we'll see it here also. To see what is c? C is the speed of light and lambda into nu. So nu equals to c by lambda. Okay, c by lambda. So what is next? 1 by lambda is equals to delta E j divided by h into c. Okay, you have to put this value here. Okay, so we'll get this equation. Again, next thing is nu bar is equals to delta E divided by h into c. Okay, this is the conversion factor to convert the Schrodinger equation from joules to centimeter inverse. So next thing is here, whenever I write EJ, that will be in terms of joules. Okay. Whenever I write epsilon J, that is will be in centimeter inverse. So you should compare this both the terms, and directly you should know this is joules in terms of joules, this is in terms of centimeter inverse. So next thing is we'll take up this equation. So after converting, what we'll get? The conversion factor here, EJ divided by HC, that is equals to H divided by 8 pi square I into J of J plus 1. So this is here in terms of centimeter inverse now. So we can also write epsilon EJ, because this is in terms of centimeter inverse. So we have epsilon EJ equals to H divided by 8 pi square I into C J of J plus 1. Okay. So this term comes here. So what next? So next thing is here, this H is a Planck's constant, that is constant term, means significant. H is a constant. I is also constant. C, speed of light, that is also constant. So this whole term is constant. This whole thing is constant. So what we'll do here is we'll introduce a new term, that is B. So B will be H divided by 8 pi square I into C. So why we are taking this? Because all the H has some values, I has some constant value, C has some constant value. So the whole term we are considering as a B. So B into J of J plus 1 in centimeter inverse. Okay, understood this thing? So this is the energy levels. This equation is known as a energy levels